Hello! So today we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a whole bunch of, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, I'm sorry Susan, Arbonne products, and a friend of mine at work is an Arbonne independent consultant, and I've never used Arbonne products. I haven't actually ever been curious to use them, but it gives me a chance to use something different, and I want to give you my view on these products in comparison to things that I use daily. And I use a lot of different products, a lot of different brands, which probably doesn't reflect in my videos, but over the years I have collected quite a vast collection of makeup, but things that I don't really use I give to my sister or friends or something like that. So yeah, I'd like to give you my honest opinion, and I guess it's kind of like a first impressions in a way, because I've never used these products, but there are certain things in the Arbonne collection, or that Arbonne don't have in their collection, which I've had to use out of my everyday collection, like brow products and stuff like that, and eyeshadow primer. But pretty much everything I've got in front of me is from Arbonne, so thank you Susan for lending me products in your kit, and I hope this video will answer the questions that you gave to me the other day. And I have a couple of different products, like colours and stuff like that, because yes, Susan gave me quite a range, so I'm going to do 2 looks, so this will be a 2-part series, I guess. And yeah, we'll see how they go, see how they wear, and I hope you enjoy this and get something out of it. So first I'm going to start with primer. I've heard some good things about the Arbonne primer. I know Sharon the makeup artist uses this, and I had a feel of it yesterday, and it does feel amazing, and it feels quite similar to the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. So yeah, let's go, shall we? Hopefully I'll do a bit of blending job for my makeup today than what I did in my last video, and got primer in my hair, so go on. All there's something about Mary. It does feel really nice, I'll give you that, and it blends really well. Okay, so that's primer done. Okay, I have here the Perfecting Liquid Foundation. It contains SPF 15. I'm not sure how it photographs, I can test that out later, but the one that you gave me, Susan, is a little bit light, so I've had to bust out the samples that you gave me. I had to swatch them before to make sure that they were okay, but I'm going to go with Golden Beige. With fingers first. I always like to use my fingers to apply foundation that I've never tried before, so I can get a feel for it. And I'll also use a little bit of Earthy Beige as well. So yeah, it's going to be, told you, I need 2 foundations because I can't find one shade straight up. Feels quite nice. Blends pretty well. It's very light. nose redness alright. I don't have a concealer, so I won't be wearing concealer. And I just want to see how it goes. But okay, so we're all blended. It's quite a nice finish. It's not matte, it's probably a satin finish, I think. It is quite dewy, but not greasy. Oh, that's obvious sort of thing. Just nice. So, yes, foundation's good. Oh, also the primer doesn't have SPF in it because, as Susan told me last night, all the foundations and skin products and stuff like that have SPF in it, so I guess that makes up for the primer not having SPF. Okay, so give that a second to settle, and while we're doing that, I'll put some eyeshadow primer on, and I'll do my brows. Keep looking to the right or your left. I'm looking in the viewfinder and I don't have my contacts in, so I hope I don't look too dark. I look a little bit dark in the viewfinder, but hopefully it's blended well. Oh well, we'll find out, won't we, when I'm editing this. Keep them puppies in the lid. Okay, I'll do bronzer and stuff like that at the end once the foundation's settled a bit. So we're going to use some eyeshadows. I've got 3 here that I'm going to use for this look in particular. I've got Petal, Cabernet, or Cabernet, and Divine Plum. Divine Plum has gold shimmer in it. It's quite nice actually. Good choices, Susan, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to, I also have some brushes here that she's also lent me as well. The only thing that the brushes is lacking is a blending brush, something like that. That's just one thing I noticed. So I'm going to use the all over eye brush, and I'm going to take Petal. Wow, that's a lot of product there. I'm going to take Petal all over the lid and up to my brow bone. I'm going to take Divine Plum mainly over my mobile lid area, just patting it on. I don't go past that area there with my eyeshadow, because if you go anywhere further down it makes your eyes look droopy. It's best to just add little bits at a time instead of adding heaps and then trying to blend it, because you're gonna have bad time trying to blend that out. And I'm going to take the slant brush and run a little bit of the Divine Plum along my lower lash line. now we're going to take Cabernet in the outer corner just to create a very soft smoky eye. I'm going to take the shading brush and run that along the outer V of my eye. Finding these colours a bit hard to blend. Work with it. Always make sure you look straight ahead in your mirror to see that your eyeshadow is even, because no one likes wonky eyeshadow. And blend. I cannot emphasize that enough. Blend so there's no harsh lines. Might just run a little bit of this darker eyeshadow just on the outer third of my eye. I'm quite happy with that. I might just give it one last blend for old time's sake. Now if you wanted to go back in with the petal eyeshadow to emphasize highlight, then go ahead, but I'm not a massive highlight person. Okay, so that's eyeshadow done. Next we'll do eyeliner, and I have this one's in Plum, so purple shade, and I'm going to, oh, I should probably sharpen it because it needs to be sharpened, and I'm going to run that along the top lash line. Probably can't even really see it. Okay, now she didn't give me an eyelash colour, so I'll just use my Shimura eyelash colours. Okay, I've got a mascara. It's the It's a Long Story mascara. It's got quite an unusual brush. Like, the brush is, you won't be able to see it very well. You might have to go on their website to have a look at it, but they look like the little plastic spikes, but they're actually bristles. It's really weird. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm like, oh, that's unusual. So, alright, so I'm going to apply some mascara on. I'm not sure if it's waterproof or not, so I'll insert a little note somewhere around whether it's waterproof or not. It's more of a lengthening mascara, I think. I am getting some volume, as you can see, but it's definitely more lengthening than anything. Alright, other side. I'm using my own mascara spoolie because this is her kit one, so I don't want to contaminate it with my eye boogers. So that's one coat. I'll do two. I don't think it is waterproof though, because I noticed that this eyelash, the lashes are starting to droop. Alright, so that's 2 coats. That's eyes done. Okay, I have here, it's a Sheer Glow highlighter. So it's a liquid highlighter. I don't usually use liquid highlighters. I'm more of a cream or a powder highlighter. So yeah, let's give this a go. So I've got a tiny bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to use the liquid foundation brush and just take a bit onto the back of my hand, off the back of my hand, and just apply it to the high points of the face. Now you can use liquid highlighters under foundation, in your foundation even, or over the top of your foundation. It's totally up to you. I might use a bit under my brow as well. Top of your Cupid's bow. A little bit on your chin. You don't have to. I don't wear highlighter daily. I usually just wear it when I'm going out somewhere special or a special occasion. How's that looking? Looking good, Raina. Alright, so highlighter done. Quite like the eyes. Oh, mascara smudge. Wipe that. Okay, so I have here a bronzer, and it's an illuminating bronzer, and it's called For the Sun of It. I have a feeling it might be a little bit light for me, but oh, light went funny. Okay, it might be a little bit light for me, but I'll give it a go. And I'm using the cheek brush, so just contouring my cheeks, tapping off excess, and then applying it under my cheekbones, under my jaw. This brush is quite soft, and because I got a fat head along the sides here, no amount of contouring can reduce the size of my fat head, but hey, you work with what you got. And some along the lash line. Okay, so that's it. It's matte. Doesn't have a sheen or anything. It's quite a nice colour in the pan, and it's very natural looking, so if you're lighter than me, it might suit you. I'm Barcelona and Nars Sheer Glow, or MAC in Face and Body I'm a C5, and in MAC Pro Longwear, not that I wear it often, but my colour I think is NC40. So there you go, it's comparison. Okay, so now we've got blush, and this one is called Dusty Rose. She gave me another blush. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it is dead set a dupe for Nars Orgasm Blush. This one's quite close, but doesn't have that shimmer in it. So I'm going to use the same cheek brush, and I'm taking it off the back of my arm, and just going to apply it to my cheek bones. I don't apply product past here, because, and if you smile and then you don't smile, brings your face down. So tip for you, Oh gosh, looks like I've got heaps on in the viewfinder. I'll just blend that out. This is the powder brush. Looks like I've got heaps on in the viewfinder, but in real life I've got hardly any on. I might just put a tiny bit more on. This is for you, Susan. Loving them, that blush, eh? Okay. I'm happy with that. You happy with that? Too bad. Alright. So yeah, if you go heavy-handed, just use a clean brush or go over it with your foundation brush or something like that. That's if you use the brush to apply your foundation. Okay, so lastly we have lip products, and I have a lip liner here in Pink Mauve, which is like this, like your dusty sort of pink, and I have a lipstick called Candy, and I'm not one for pinks, but we'll give it a go, okay? Seeing that we're doing a purple smoky eye, we'll do a pink lip. So let's do the lips, eh? I don't usually wear lip liner either, so this is new territory. Alright, and now we'll use, it's called Candy. So it's a disposable applicator. Thinking about that hygiene. It's nice if you like pinks. It's more of a frosted pink, I think. Make sure we're coloured between the lights. I think that'll do. So, so this is my purple smoky eye with a pink lip. I quite like some of these products. Certain things like mascara, I've noticed that this eye has just, it's straight again, but this eye seems to hold a curl better and is still curled. But if you don't have that problem of droopy eyelashes, then this is quite a nice mascara. The foundation feels good. It has set quite well. I really like the primer. The primer is probably my favourite product. And I'd have to say that this eyeshadow, the Divine Plum eyeshadow, is just gorgeous. I really like that. And the blush, that blush is quite nice too. I have something similar to that anyways, but yeah, the Dusty Rose blush. I've got to go out and about soon and do a couple of things. I'll see how the makeup wears, and I will get back to you and let you know how that all goes. So yeah, until I see you, be good. Bye bye. Hello. So I thought I'd check in and let you know how things are going so far with the Arbonne, sorry Susan, the Arbonne makeup. So let's have a look, shall we? So I've got a boo-boo on my nose. Don't pick your paws, kids. And there too, but oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's rubbed a little bit off my nose, but that's kind of standard for me because I'm always wiping my nose and stuff like that. The lips is also rubbed off, and I have had lunch and something to drink, so I didn't expect that to stay, but I've just put a lip balm over it for now, but the eyes is kept pretty well. I'm quite impressed with how the colour has stayed. So, and the mascara as well. I don't have massive panda eyes, but it is starting to run a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll check in later on before I take my makeup off. So we'll leave it at that, and I'll check in a bit later, and I'll talk to you then. Bye! Hello! So this is going to be the final check-in and my overview of the products that I've used today. If you hear any talking in the background, my husband's talking on Skype while he's playing games, so sorry about that. But there was a couple of standout products that I really liked. The foundation was good, but only if you're having a really good skin day. I'm not having a very good skin week, and I've got a few spots in that, and it clung to those, it clung to those spots, and as foundations usually do, but I didn't like that personally. But it was beautiful finish foundation. But yeah, like I said, if you're having a good skin day, then definitely think about investing in it. I'm a combination oily skin type, and I wouldn't say that I had heaps of like oiliness around my nose and that, and I didn't even powder, and usually I set my foundations with powder, but and it's been a pretty warm day today too, and I've been running around and stuff like that, and I'd have to say that I don't look too bad, which is good. The eyeshadows have kept really well. Usually they crease. I've got a little bit of creasing on this eye, but if you, I always get creasing though, regardless of what I use. But this one hasn't creased at all, which is brilliant, and I really liked this colour, Divine Plum. I thought that it just looked beautiful. Yeah, that's probably something that I'll think about buying in the future. I'm going to do the makeup remover swipe test to see how much comes off and see how much product is actually left on my face. Also, I really like this bronzer, even though it doesn't really show up on me. It's very natural, and it'd be something that I'd use as a blush or something like that, in lieu of coloured blush. Just if you wanted some warmth on your face or something like that, then I definitely like this. I think it's the anniversary edition or something like that. And also a couple of brushes I really liked. I really liked the all over eye brush. I'm sure you could use this as like a blending brush, but it's that little bit too dense for it to give a good blending ability. Yeah, if you ever get the chance to use any of these products or test any of the products or the brushes and that, I recommend them. I also really like the cheek brush too. That was really nice. It's not heaps dense, but it's not heaps fluffy, and it picks up a decent amount of product. But with most powder products, I like to take them off on the back of my hand and stuff like that before I apply them to my face. And this powder brush, I know I only used it really for trying to blend in other products with each other, but it's really nice. It's very dense, it's very soft. All these brushes are synthetic because the company is a vegan company, so of course they wouldn't use animal furs. But yeah, this would be a good all-round brush, I think, like for powder, not just powder. You can multitask a brush. not just powder or bronzer, setting, highlight even. If you want a very diffused highlight, yeah, definitely use that. So let's do this swipe test. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my Garnier makeup remover. I use this stuff for removing makeup on my face, not my eyes. I don't think it does a good enough job for that, but yeah, that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to swipe my cheek, and we'll see how much product actually comes off and see what was left at the end of the day. I applied the makeup at about 10, 10:15, and it's just hit 6:15 now, so let's see, hey? So there's a decent amount of product still on my face. Yeah, there's a decent amount of product on my face. We'll do my other cheek and maybe my head, top of my forehead. Yeah. Well, it's definitely lasted, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't powder, so for me to have foundation at the end of the day and not having to powder, it's pretty good. I'll just go over these. I bought a cool mirror today. It's one of those magnifying one side and normal the other. You don't need to see my setup. It's nothing very exciting. The lipstick obviously wore. I say obviously because it wasn't a long-lasting lipstick or anything like that, and I did eat my lunch and I had something to drink and all that sort of stuff, so I didn't expect it to stay. But the colour was Candy, I think it was, and it was a beautiful colour, and the lip liner was pink mauve. That was a beautiful combination. Not something I'd wear every day. I'm not a huge pink person, but I'm branching out slowly. But yeah, so as you can see, there was some product left on my face, and yeah, I'm really impressed with the eyeshadow. The third eyeshadow, I think it was Cabernet or something like that. It was nice, but I found it very hard to work with. It was a little bit hard to blend. It was a beautiful colour, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I just found it that little bit harder to work with. So, and there'll always be something like that in a collection, regardless how much you pay. So that is my, I guess, my first impressions and my review on the products from Arbonne for today. I'm going to do another application and look with some other colours and a mineral foundation in my next video, and I'll yeah, we'll see how that goes. I've never used mineral makeup before. I have used it on my arms and stuff to swatch, and I never really liked the feel of it, so it'll be interesting to see how I go with using a mineral foundation on my face, especially given my skin type. And yeah, that'll be my part 2 of this Arbonne series. So I hope you enjoyed this first one, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!